It goes without saying that running water is important to everybody who lives in Ellensburg. Running water doesn't only support our personal needs, but also our massive local farming industry. What we don't think about sometimes is how the water actually gets to our tap, and how a lack of water on a given year affects nature just as it affects us. In order to better understand this, we have to take a short trip to the top of Snoqualmie Pass.
On a typical year, Snoqualmie Pass gets 410 inches of snow, but last year, due to low snowfall, they only got 87 inches. When we have less snowpack, our snow melts much earlier in the season, and water does not continue to fill our reservoirs late into the year.
When the majority of our snowpack, like the one at Snoqualmie Pass, melts throughout the year, it is either absorbed into the ground where it can nourish plants and trees, or it flows into our small creeks which end up in our reservoirs.
One of these water reservoirs, which are built for municipal and agricultural use, is Lake Easton. When the water is low in Lake Easton, you can see the stumps of many trees that lived in the valley before it was flooded and clear-cut. Larger reservoirs, like Lake Cle Elum, are also created in this way, so building new reservoirs and expanding on existing ones can do great harm to ecosystems.
After water is collected and stored in our mountain reservoirs, it is slowly released into the Yakima River where it flows down towards Ellensburg. Small creeks also add local snowpack and rainwater to the river. On a typical year, many of these creeks are places that fish travel to during spawning season to lay their eggs. Unfortunately, on drought years, fish often can't return to their natural spawning locations because of artificial dams and canals being built. These artificial canals divert water out of the natural rivers, lowering the amount of water for the fish to swim upstream in.
When the water reaches Ellensburg, it is pulled from the ground near the Yakima River. Then it is treated and pumped into water towers where it is stored until it comes out of your tap.
Although just letting water run out of your tap may seem like a daily occurrence, every drop just adds to the overall demand of water for the Kittitas Valley. A higher demand for water means the construction of new reservoirs and dams. As a result of this, the area around existing lakes will be flooded to create new reservoirs, and natural river levels will be lower, preventing fish from migrating. As our community's population increases, so will the amount of water we use. Please be mindful about how much water you use and urge others to be as well.